You are now tuned in to a Flex podcast. You know the vibes.
Welcome back to another episode.
What up, y'all?
Of
What
Flex
up, y'all?
Podcast.
Wow.
Yeah, bow man.
Fuck
Hey,
all
yo,
that. That
it's
nigga's
your
sick in the
boys,
head.
Envy, y'all. We
That
here,
nigga's
man.
It's your boy Price.
Yo, look,
man.
they
Hey,
too.
French
Look, all I'm
rolls,
saying,
man.
I don't even business. My fault, y'all.
Yo,
You gonna get smoked.
I will smoke you in both of those games, chess
Bro.
and pool.
Out.
It's done.
Y'all are
listen,
really-
that's
yo.
it.
Yo,
It's a wrap.
There's a
Let me ask you
place
something.
for
we
people
not talking.
like that.
We not talking about phone shit. Neither.
There's a place for
We're talking
people
about
like
actual
chess.
reality.
There are
actual
locations for people like them. It's called the Crazy Home.
Yeah.
Someone please
I
send
thought,
these
like,
niggas
what
there,
are you-
bro. Like,
what is he
like,
talking
do you need
about?
a bed?
No, hold on. What you
Like,
said
do you
before?
need a
What you,
bed?
what you said before? You said you remember Dave and Buster's. You remember us
Yes,
being there.
and I
but
don't
what you
remember you
getting
being
your
there.
ass whipped
I
because
don't
I
remember
whipped that
you
ass.
being
That I whipped that ass. That's why you
Can't
don't
think about
remember.
it.
You
Yeah,
can't even
yeah,
think about
I
it.
remember a good joke or two, like but that's about it. That's all I do remember. I remember a good joke or two.
Yeah.
You had a good joke or two
I
that
need,
day.
I need to light up.
That about it.
Bro.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
crazy.
I can't remember a male that
Heard
really tried to pull up on me with actual like skill and had me second guess what I was doing.
When you see the flex tournament in chess and pool, just know y'all, it started right
With
here on
chess,
this episode.
I don't even want to hear nobody. Listen, stop. Just stop. If your chest hurt or something, you need therapy. It gotta be that. Y'all
Nigga,
not talking about the game.
I wasn't
of
playing
chess.
no
Y'all not
games
talking
if
about
it
a
wasn't
board.
chess,
Like,
nigga. I just got a PS5.
I'm over here
nigga.
trying to figure out what is your man saying.
There's
Take
locations
me down
for
memory
people
lane.
like this. It's
Uh-huh.
called the Crazy Home.
Mm.
When people think that they know, but they have no idea, they need to go to the Crazy Home. You understand what I'm saying? Insanity.
or MTV True Life,
It's
whatever.
doing something.
One of those shits.
And what is it? Doing the same thing over and over again and
Expecting
expecting
different results.
Uh-huh.
thinking you gonna
That's why you
beat
keep
me
talking about it. because
over
you
and
keep-
over again and expecting those results.
What is wrong? What is wrong with him?
There's places for niggas like that. It's called the Crazy Home.
That's how you know you're getting packed up.
I think you bumped your head today.
Yeah, are
You
you
might
done?
have. You might have bumped
You
your head
done?
today.
You know what's funny? Okay. You know what's funny? A good man once told me a joke. Cause I took it like it was a good joke. He said, yo, who do you think will win in a fight? He said, Mike Tyson or Bruce Lee? You feel me?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm just leaving it there.
Yo, let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it, y'all.
It's
What's
it,
the
like,
topics,
come
fellas?
on.
What's the topics, y'all?
Y'all Bruce Lee in it, right?
Yo, what's wrong with you, yo?
Yo. what's
Oh,
wrong?
man.
So I don't know if y'all seen, man. Recently, Bitcoin hit 50,000.
My money looking.
It keep going up.
It is
It's establishing itself as
Wow.
a real
currency.
ooh. You feel me?
Wow.
Yeah, something you could have in the stiggity stash. Go to that when you down to your last bit of gas. It went. Actually, it's funny because this week, I think, or last week it might have been. I think Tesla put like 1.5 into Bitcoin, and then the surge happened. I think it's at like 57 as we speak or something like that.
Out of here.
It's one of those things that it's exciting to watch. It's like we actually watching a different form of currency be created right in front of our faces.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like right in front of our, like right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine if you was there when it was like, yo, we're gonna come up with the US dollar. You feel what I'm saying? Right now we there with that.
To have the whole coin,
Yeah.
you got some bread on you.
Yeah.
If you got one coin.
Yeah.
One
you walking
coin.
around with cake on you.
You like a coin would be like a bit dollar.
Mm-hmm.
One bit dollar is worth how much? 50 what?
56,000.
Wow.
57,000.
That shot up a lot from the last few weeks, though.
That's a way more than pounds. Shit.
Shot up a lot.
You know what it was in like March 2020?
What?
3 racks.
When we you're right. It was lower than that when it first started. Actually.
But that's still beastly.
Still be.
What are
Nah,
you
you gotta
talking
remember
about?
though. Nah, but
That's like me having $1 and it's worth 3,000 of your
But-
dollars.
But look,
How is that not beastly?
that's heavy. But to see where it's sitting now, it's almost like I think when
You know how we not to cut you, but you know how we go overseas and we take trips and we go like to third world countries and shit like that.
your money is more.
You know what I'm saying? The difference that your dollar have to their dollar.
Yeah.
Or when you go overseas and you go to cop some Levi's
You know what I'm saying?
versus copping Dior from overseas.
Like
price.
different. Levi's is up overseas.
Yeah.
Like Levi, you might as well get some Dior's.
Mhm.
You might as well. What are you doing? You might as well just go get the Balmains real quick, because at this point, they right there.
Right.
You feel me? Like it's that different. Like you stepping overseas with a Bitcoin. Imagine niggas that's popping out coins.
I know everybody feeling like they should have put a little
Imagine
bit
niggas
more
that's like
cheese
this
into
with Bitcoin.
Like
that's
$10,
popping out the
It's making me think of that Jay-Z song where he was
1500,
like, I should have bought
1600.
this building. Look how I feel it. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Like, dang, maybe
You
I
said
should
you
have put
talking
some.
about
Yeah,
What's that? 444? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Story OJ.
Yup. Yeah, that's my joint. That's a tune.
Mhm.
Nah, but so yeah, how y'all liking this divorce, everybody in the world? It's a nice little divorce situation going on out here, you know?
Yikes.
I gotta
Kim,
say this post.
What's up?
The post said, I gotta say it. Shout out to my real niggas out there. I gotta say it. The post said, it's just a post, y'all. The post said, society will blame Kanye, but this is Kim's third failed marriage. I just want to put that out there. Continue.
Yeah, y'all. Kim K. Jesus. They done, y'all.
It's funny because my son was going on a rant, and one of the things that he said, I think we kind of like was politicking on it. It was like, he was like, everybody know that movie Get Out was about me.
Yikes.
For when he said that,
I was really
that's a damn, damn, yay.
Why you say that? I saw the movie Get Out.
Yo,
It's crazy.
I seen it.
I was Kim and them.
Yo, man, like.
Let me show you. Look
That's
at she's looking for
that-
basketball plays at the end of the game. At the end of the
But
movie.
think about it. I want to know what was the moment from when Ye walked outside and he seen son running at him like this.
I wanna know
and cut like
Who
that.
was the nigga?
What was the moment?
Who was the nigga that took the picture and they nose started bleeding? Who was that moment? I want to know who that was.
Because we already know Kris Jenner pulled up with the Teves.
It was somebody like it might have been. This nigga might have been a fucking celebrity. Might have been Travis Scott for all we fucking know. I don't know.
Sheesh.
It might. You know what I'm
See
saying?
that.
Who was the nigga that had
Sheesh.
the nosebleed? Yo,
Mm-hmm.
get out!
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Hov was the comedian Rel in the beginning.
Yo.
Yo.
That
Yo,
was
Hov
old.
was definitely Hannibal.
Yes,
yeah.
That
Like,
was
bro,
it.
I don't think you should go there, my nigga. Alright.
But their situations ain't even gonna look like no divorce. Well, I
Yeah.
don't want to say that, like, you know what I mean? But
It's different.
water under the bridge to them, you know what I'm
Type
saying? They just, yeah, I'm dropping the kids off on this day, pick them up, all right, cool. And they done, they smooth with it, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
It's rich shit.
yeah,
Yes.
definitely rich shit. They
rich
kids,
shit.
and they kids not even gonna be feeling the blunt of it. Oh yeah, we're gonna come and crash over at this house
I'm
with
gonna
you
pull up on
guys.
pops. I'm gonna pull up
You know
on
what I'm
mom. I'm gonna-
Yeah,
Regular.
that
For
right
real.
there. Mm-hmm.
And it's almost like, how do you like, because it make me think about like co-parenting for just people, period. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Regardless of what status or
It
wherever
can be
they
easy
at.
or tough.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
It's really a matter of
I like that.
just
'Cause
decision. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, which choice you going to, like you said. You
it
know what
would,
I'm saying?
then it would be
easy or tough.
outclassed after that. I'm feeling like it would like say to us, we say co-parenting.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? People like us, but to them, even if they choose to label it as co-parenting,
It's different.
it's different because the kids don't even feel that the vibe that say children like maybe ourselves or other people in our neighborhoods experience. You know what I'm saying? They're feeling the blunt of that. You know what I mean?
But I feel like I don't know, but it would seem to me as like the kids that do actually feel it, that are from like, you know, more upbeat homes, they take it far worse than the kids from the
That's
inner
why
cities.
that's why you hear people say, but You hear people say like,
Yeah, like
That's
that's
something-
the abuse
that's-
of drugs.
That's something that, you know what I'm saying, niggas is used to blended families, you know what I'm saying, at this
Yeah.
level.
niggas
So
is
it's
used to like
yeah,
like
when
know
you
what I'm saying?
like when you in like, you know what I'm saying, a non-celebrity life, you know what I'm saying, like that shit is something that
normal.
it's something that you
This
deal
is
with
what
all
we
the time.
consider to be the
You
norm.
might know somebody, it might be you, it might, you know what I mean?
That's right.
like most kids, like we affected by it in some sort of way. Yeah, like now your mom and your dad is not together. You're not seeing them together, but it's like we not necessarily like
Look at the
we're
levels.
not going outside with it.
Check the levels.
Yeah.
Like
Look,
you understand, we're
look
not
at
in
the
the
not no
park,
news.
we in
Yeah.
the
Look
at
park
the
kicking
levels.
basketballs to the
It's a fact.
court, to the side of the court about
You
it.
gotta-
Like we you know what I'm saying, all right, that's going on, but I'm gonna still go pull up on my mans. We're gonna go play tag. We're gonna go play this. We're gonna do whatever it
Yeah,
is
the
that
levels
we
are
do.
different. Yeah, because we'll
go to school,
cut.
I would
I'm
go
gonna
to
do
school.
this,
What
I'm
do you
gonna
say?
do that.
You
Cutting
cutting
ass
the
on
fly
each other.
sneakers.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it. You
shit
cutting
don't
ass
really
on each
like.
other, but they're not doing that. Like
It
people are so-
matters. It matters to us, but we're not like. I feel like the rich kids, like if you put like an inner city kid whose parents are separated, and you put a rich kid whose parents are separated, you're gonna get two totally different
different
kids.
vibe.
Like
It
you're gonna
is,
have the
bro.
rich kid, he gonna be down and out. You know what I'm saying?
Or it might not affect him the same way that it affected that inner city kid, because the inner city kid is already dealing with
Listen,
a whole bunch
listen,
of other inner city
Listen,
blues. You feel what I'm
inner
saying?
city kid, when you gotta think about it, think about it. Your mom, your dad, they not together. You in the fight. That's the norm.
Right.
Things like that. You cut jokes. Your mama's fat. You're in a fight. Those kind of things. Those are the things that we do. We're not gonna say that they may not run into those occurrences
They
or
do.
experiences, but because they're on a different level, one kid might hit the other one and go running. We're having a whole parental meeting and kids need to get together. And
Or that just
lunches,
might be
lunch
said,
dates.
like, yo,
yeah.
your mom and
You know
your
what I'm
dad is
saying?
not together, and now he eating all of that shit up,
But-
and he's
but
swelling
yeah.
up, and he fucking, you know what I'm saying, going through all type of inner shit because it
Imagine
might
that.
not have been the right thing to do, would to be hit the kid, but because he didn't get that anger
Yeah, let me
out.
tell you
But
something.
imagine
way,
that, waking up and you
Yeah,
see it
man.
on the news that your
Yikes.
moms and pops is broken up. You know what I'm saying? And you
That's-
like,
that's different,
Oh
too.
well,
Yo,
but you know why?
That's
Listen,
different
listen,
too.
I understand
Inner
because
city kids
you know
is
why?
not. You're not,
You're not
seeing
seeing that.
Yeah,
That's
you're
not son. You know what
you're
I'm
not
saying?
seeing,
they're
like,
If you
not
was to
yet.
wake up in your room and you turn on News 12 or whatever it is,
Instagram, all that.
Come on,
like
you
your
like,
mom and your dad
what?
separated. Like that's
you
beast.
walk in a room like, I did hear y'all arguing, but
That's beast.
you know what I'm saying?
And then everybody outside wants to talk to you.
Yeah.
about it. Yeah, that's different. That's different.
That's the world that they live
That
in.
sucks, bro.
I don't even
That
it's
would
different.
suck.
If you wake up in the morning, that's news to
Nah,
you.
that's trash, bro.
OD.
Like, you gotta understand, bro. Like, think about that, bro. Like, yo, you think about your mom and your dad and think about them separating. But think about them separating in everybody
You gotta remember,
in the fucking
try-
world
try-
knows.
try to
Everybody's
handle-
phone.
And it's
in
important.
everybody's phone.
And it's
try to handle.
important to them.
It's
that-
actually news that
So then you have
the
to
reason
think.
why
So
a
then
Flex
you have to
podcast
think.
is even talk about it
So you have to-
is because
you go to school, your kid, your friends, or everybody hitting you up about your mom and your dad. That is beast.
not on the inner city level, that shit would be crazy.
That is
Yeah.
beast.
Shit is
I don't know
Because
if
they're
the
really
inner
not
city
worried
little nigga
about
can
that.
handle that. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
beast.
It's
Because
shit
we-
that they
cause-
can't
cause-
handle that we can handle, but it's I don't think we'll be able to handle that, bro. Like, think about that, bro. Everybody in the hood know about it. And then some.
Because
And
the,
then beyond.
because the dynamics,
Then
you gotta
beyond
think,
the hood.
think about what you're talking
The
about.
bus driver
Think
that
about what
you
you're talking
can-
about. The dynamics of that, the inner city, that
Depending on what city you live
You
in.
go,
know
I'm
that
talking about,
shit
remember,
is
we
hood.
inner
Bro,
city niggas,
But you
bro.
talking about, yeah.
you
When
going
you
rich,
get
you're
your
not
big-
even living in you're not inner city no more. You're suburban now.
But we
You're,
just,
you're
you're
further
taking the
out.
dilemma, take the dilemma and
That's
put it
still
to the other side.
So, like you
okay,
said, the
you're
bus driver.
the bus driver, because you an inner city nigga, so you take the bus, right, to go to get wherever you gotta go, right? So boom, the bus driver, when you go get your bacon, nigga, cheese.
Everybody see it, yeah. Everybody,
gives
yeah.
a
Everybody,
fuck.
yeah.
But you're still an inner city nigga. You ain't got no money, but everybody care like that.
Because you know why it's different? Because being an inner city person as well, we've grown up. We don't really want people in our business. You know what I'm saying?
Because to them, it's
That's-
like, it's the maid, it's the driver,
Yeah.
it's the fucking, the training exercise, like the nigga that they do the workout with. Whoever that they deal with on their daily basis, the kids, they all know about it. Everybody that you bumping into know about it. Whether they talking to you about it or not, whether they trying to act normal or not.
So that gotta limit you where you,
know
go, and
for
that gotta
a fact,
limit you
like,
what
them
you're
niggas
doing
seen what's
because you
going on
like,
in their
damn,
phone.
yeah, that automatically puts that thought in you. But as a kid, you in the inner city, you in the hood, whatever the case may be, You keeping it moving.
Yo, their kids gonna get
I
over
probably don't
it,
even
bro.
know.
I'ma just let you know.
You know what I'm
their
saying?
kids gonna get over stuff like that. Their kids, them type of things. Their parents are financially in a position to where that's gonna be one
they
of
got
the
the
least
resources.
of
They got the
least
resources.
of their worries. You feel me?
That's the difference. In the hood,
They be
you don't
going
got
through
the
them different.
resources.
They be going through the money is and everything problems. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie to you.
Like,
Like,
yeah, we
they
don't know
really
them.
they
We
be
don't know
for
them
real
problems.
going
Nah,
through.
we don't know them problems right there.
Yeah.
Those, and I believe, and you know what?
That's a
I think
very great way to
listen,
describe
those,
that. That's
those
a very good
problems,
observation.
that's a level of
They be going through money ain't
Financial
everything,
problem.
Everything problem.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a different type.
Like on
of-
some just real
That's
life. I got everything
real life
I want,
problems. Yeah.
but I miss my dad.
Yeah.
Type shit. Like like that's what the
yes.
fuck they be going
like,
through.
I could
shit
fly
like that.
I could fly you out.
I got every
but
bitch I
they
want,
don't
every
care about
dollar,
none of
every
that.
piece of
They don't
clothes,
care.
everything.
They don't
Nobody
care that
love
they
them.
could fly.
Nobody
Right.
love me.
But nobody loves.
I can't get my dad to look at me for 3 seconds, my nigga. I'm trying to show this
He always
nigga.
doing this. He
And-
always doing
Not
that.
even that. Not even. It's just you were so caught up in getting to where you don't need anything,
Right.
to where you need everything.
That's right.
You are now tuned in to a Flex podcast. You know the vibes.
Tune, bro.
And we back, y'all. We gonna get
Word.
right into this thing. Today, we jumping right into it. We talking about men's insecurity, and since it's 3 men on this stage,
Word.
why not just dance on that? We ain't never really flexed with it yet either way.
insecure though.
Sip my water.
Oh, you gonna sip it?
Hell, dude, look to the side.
Why you carrying on like that for?
What's up?
You gonna sip your water.
Oh,
Gonna sip your water.
gotta stay hydrated. Never
Nah,
thirsty.
you definitely gotta stay hydrated, bro.
Nah, but
They catch you thirsty.
so
Mm-hmm.
this is something that we deal with all of the time, you know what I mean? And I like that you just said, I'm not insecure. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody walks around with a type of insecurity.
As
on
men, especially, it's like you walk around with them, but you figure out a way for them to exist in a secure way. You feel what I'm saying? You'll walk down the block, I'm good. You feel what I'm saying? When you're a certain place. But if you were to travel to another area, it's like, I don't know nobody. What am I doing? You feel what I'm saying? Like, you're not really into it because you don't know who you are outside of being in somewhere that's comfortable.
Mhm.
You feel what I'm saying? So now when you go somewhere comfortable, it's a little bit more,
So what are some of
I
them
can
things?
relax.
What's some of them things that bring on male insecurity?
You wanna go with the obvious?
Sure.
Relationships.
Women.
relationship with
So you saying
God,
women?
relationship
Or
with women,
what?
relationship with
You
what
gotta
you do
listen.
for a living.
I'ma just say this. I'ma just be fair. You got niggas that do all type of shit out here. So I'ma just say relationship. You got niggas that's fucking with yikes. You got niggas that's fucking with objects. Niggas that's fucking with themselves. So I'ma say relationships.
Okay.
Relationships is one of the things that create male insecurity. Like my brother was saying earlier, like you said, a man in a place that he's not familiar. Let's say he's not too sure of the woman, which is a deeper subject that we're gonna dive into,
That's commitment.
right? But let's say he's not too sure of the woman.
Mm-hmm.
She may be in a place that makes him feel uncomfortable,
Okay.
as opposed to her being in the same place as him, where he would feel more like you say, yo, yo, yo. But now she may be somewhere with other men,
But
and
then
now
that
he
sounds
feels like.
so to
You
me.
understand what I'm saying?
To me, that more sounds like a
That's why
a
you said in
social
relation.
stance. You know what I mean? Even on a social and see,
But
we
that's
tap
just
that.
one
I
of the
got you.
obvious ways
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
males can feel insecure.
Right, got you.
Money.
That's what
Money
I'm
is
doing.
another one.
Money
Economic,
is
it's
another.
economic stance, yeah, because you
Money
know
is another.
your pocket. What's that old school thing they say? My money looking funny
Mm-hmm.
when niggas' pockets not looking right.
And it's really not
You know what I'm saying?
funny.
Yeah, they insecure. But that right, they do shelter
Another
that very
thing is
well.
another thing is knowledge. If you really think about it,
Mhm.
damn, I don't know nothing
Not
about
having
that.
not having.
I
enough
remember a nigga
information.
told me one time, yo, you always got some smart shit to like. You always saying something
some
smart.
slick shit. Yeah,
Not even slick shit. You always
Or
saying
that's
something
I
smart.
got you.
I'll give you
So
one
if a
better.
nigga got a lack of knowledge and you got knowledge,
You're right, because
You
we
could-
always do get that. You always
Tell
want
you, bro.
something
I'll give you
smart
a
to
more,
say.
but nah, I'll give you a
Right,
more
you're right,
clear.
You're right.
I'll give you a more clear way of insecurity that's not so like biting or not so sharp to the person who is the subject. Like when you in a room full of people that's talking about something that you have no idea about.
yeah, being outside
That
the
will
loop,
make you
being out the
insecure.
loop makes
So
you.
Even though, like,
Because
you
again,
might not be a
that's
dummy,
knowledge.
like, oh, why you always saying something smart? But you might not have the knowledge. They could literally be talking about rocket science, people. You understand what I'm saying? But, like, let's give you an example. I'm walking in a room, I'm with these two gentlemen, and we walk into a room and we meet a third gentleman. And the third gentleman already knows these two, and they begin speaking and they start talking about rockets, but they then start talking about the science of rockets. And now I'm here looking like, cause I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah,
I don't
what
know
do you think on that?
You know what I'm saying? Yo, so what do you think about the hypository and the alignment of the sun? And now I'm sitting here like, I think it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one way that males feel, well, humans, period, feel insecure. Like, not knowing what the fuck is going
Knowledge
on.
or the lack thereof.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's
Knowledge
a fact.
or the lack thereof. Because a nigga could feel like he know about rocket science, but then you bring up some shit like, yo, in my neighborhood, this is how this go.
Niggas is pulling out guns and they got
don't even know.
M80s, M4s, 223s.
And that person that knows about rockets don't know nothing about
Now he's an idiot.
Now he's outside.
And those same two gentlemen that the nigga walked in with, they know about the 223s and the Glocks and the M4s and the shell catchers, so now they with it too. And now the rocket scientist is insecure because he doesn't know where, how to chime
So
in.
to correct that. So to correct that.
Excuse me. Wait.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So let me ask you guys. So, and I wanna mix it up a little bit. I wanna throw the racial standards in there now. You know what I mean? No, what I wanna say is, like, when you're dealing with other races, you know what I mean?
You know what the thought of that is? It's crazy because we go through it every day and we don't even notice, right?
Okay.
Where somebody will say something to you, and culturally, it's something that you see how you that's it make you do that. You feel what I'm saying? You like
That's right. Yeah.
culturally,
Right.
feel what I'm saying? So if you let it be an insecurity, that's where that whole mindset of
You're leading me into my next thing. Hold on. Slow. I would like to ask you, what are some some of the things that this, and that's why I wanted to say racial.
I give you the first one. Language.
Wait, everyone. What are some of the things?
Language.
We're having mental conversation as well right now.
Language.
What's the question? I would give the people the question I was going to ask.
Include the people into what we're
Yes,
talking
because
about.
we're having mental conversation right now.
I just said it. Language. Either which way you dealing with a different culture, they don't speak the same language as you,
Right.
makes you automatically sit back. And like you said, damn.
Yeah, like when I go to like the Dominican spot, I love my Dominicans and all that, but like
even when you
when they
go
be
to,
like, yo, they speaking their shit, and I ain't gonna act like I know the language, but when they start
I
speaking
do
their
you one
shit,
better.
and they,
I do you one better.
you know, you catch the body language.
Let me show
But
you a
it's like,
flex. Let
yeah,
me
they're
show you a
talking
flex.
about me, and I don't know what they're saying.
Let me show you a flex. When you go into the Chinese store and you order something and they put in the order in a whole different language, that's your food that you're eating. You don't know if they repeated what you said or if they said something else.
Let me get 3 orders of chicken wings.
So now that's another insecurity. Health.
They could be saying bull nuts. and
Health, money,
Word.
knowledge, because you got to know something to relationships. This is all worldly shit that
I'm with you.
men feel insecure about. But see, now this is the thing. Let me ask y'all. What's a man to do in order...
Nope, you can't ask my question. That was my question.
Hold on. What's a man to do when you're able to deal with your insecurities versus someone who doesn't address their insecurities?
You said, what's a man able?
What's the
What is he
man to
supposed to
do
What is he supposed to do?
when he deals with his insecurities versus a man who doesn't deal with insecurities?
Go and help the other person.
Who?
The person that's not dealing with their insecurities.
It's not really a job.
But you would like to help that person.
Because you
regardless if
figured
it's
it
their
out.
job or
Because
not.
you figured it out. Because you got the knowledge.
Excuse me, pause for a second. I just
Or
had
you
this
might have gotten the
conversation.
bread.
I just
Or
had
you
this
got
conversation
a healthy relationship
with my aunt the
Or you
other
got-
day.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
When you learn something, that's because I found something out. Do I keep it and coddle it to myself and let the world not know about this thing, and continue to let the same people that are going through the same thing as me suffer over and over and over? And then the great people always say, yo, if you don't know something, you're going to continuously go through it. We don't want to continuously go through something. I would like to share this information in hopes, in knowing that it's gonna help somebody.
Jay-Z
You feel what I'm
said it
saying?
once on the track, I pray for insight so you could see for yourself. That's a real bar that he said. That's a real bar. I wish you insight. I'm sorry, it wasn't even pray. I wish you insight so you could see for yourself.
So basically, what's being said is, people have to find out for themselves. You shouldn't help people. And you should
Not
let
that
them
you
come to
shouldn't.
No.
I'm giving you well wishes.
I'm hoping
Well
that you
wishes.
do.
But
Well
even
wishes.
that
You got good intentions behind what you've already dealt with and built around your
This is Jay-Z
insecurities.
wishing on the next man, though.
I wish you insight so you can see for yourself. You
Upon
listen
the
to
next man.
That's
It's
what
the-
I was gonna say to you.
That's the double
in him
entendre.
saying that. In
That's
him
the
saying
double
that, he's
entendre of
throwing
that
it
bar.
right at you. Like,
Yes.
yo,
I wish you insight so
Right.
you could see for yourself.
He's
I
right.
think he said the
That means,
jackets
look,
is scheming.
you know what?
In the
I
he
met
said
this
he
guy.
went
I
in.
met a guy years ago. And he was like, "Yo, do me a favor. Don't trust me." That made me look at him like, "What?" I watched him.
Yo, what
more
if
than-
what if this because let's go back to what he said. He started with one relationship, so you could think about the 5 most drastic things. If we name how many 4 insecurities that just a man might have, it might be the relationship, it might be money, it might be
Health.
lack of knowledge,
social
health,
stance,
right?
social status. Excuse me.
Social status.
social status is another one. So you get
That's a
the
big
the 5 extremes. Somebody smoked your shorty, you broke, you're unhealthy,
And
you
nobody
dumb,
fucks with you.
and
You're
nobody
just not
fucks
the man
with you.
out here, right? Nobody.
You feel what I'm saying? Imagine that versus somebody who's dealing with their insecurities and they're covering it well enough for the public to see them. You feel what I'm saying? They got the chains. They might have this. They might have that.
Believe it or
But
not,
they already built that. They already built that vault.
not for nothing. Sorry,
It's
sorry.
like doing.
Wait,
It's like
listen.
doing exercise. Because after
Will
a while,
Smith played in the movie Hitched.
Ooh, yes. When my
movie
son had to
Hitch.
swallow up with the shellfish and all
Besides
that.
all of that, he had so many
He showed
insecurities.
you how
and
he was
had
able
it.
to. He was able to. He
so
even
now look,
spun an
wait,
allergic
but wait,
reaction.
So look what I said.
You
Look
feel
what
what I'm
French.
saying?
Look what
to,
French.
to show that
Look,
the insecurity was.
check it. But look what he did. Look at the point that we made. Look what I said. Yo, I learned something. What did he do? He's schooling these men. You know, and even if you look at how that plot twisted, oh, that was messed up. No, it's not. These men have an insecurity. They have something that they're dealing with that they're trying to get over and conquer. It just so happens that there's a man that knows how to do it, and it just so happens that they're being true to themselves. They want them women. It ain't like I'm trying to bank.
That's the only reason why they signed up for his service.
Right.
Now you have the snake balls like you've mentioned way back, like you got them slime balls that are try to infiltrate the system and screw it up. You know what I'm saying? And tarnish the reputation, the real true reputation that you're trying to build. But all in all, I do want to help because I don't want to. I've been there.
Right.
I've been right
I
there.
wish
don't-
you insight so you could see for yourself. That's why.
Hit
That's
him
part of his.
hard.
That's part of
Hit
his
him hard.
regular joint. You
Hit
feel what
him
I'm saying?
hard.
That's in Hitch. He was out there. Yo, he got the girl. He got the dude to get a kiss from the girl. The dude was hooked. He's like, yo, I gotta see you again. Yo, you're my friend. You feel what I'm saying? After a while, so it's like
that's
that's
one of
what
the-
happened in the.
That's,
So now
that's it right there. Yeah.
again, knowledge and lack thereof. You feel what I'm
And
saying?
my man went and took
He
all
had the
of the he went
knowledge.
for everything that
He
he did.
was
He even
able
showed you
to-
this was me, y'all.
Yeah.
Come on.
Bridge face glasses,
Come on.
plaid shirt,
all the way through.
and look at me now, y'all.
Come on, and
That's
even
it.
towards the end of the movie, he still had a couple that he had to build on or get rid of. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey, yo.
Even then,
Shout out Will, man. Y'all, everybody,
Facts.
all of the fellas with the insecurities.
Figure it out.
another
You can
one,
even go-
another one like that though
Mm.
that Will Smith did play into
Mm.
is Focus.
Oh,
Focus
white
is-
girl.
Mm.
Remember that.
That right there was like a more defined hitch. Like it was a
But-
serious one.
so
It
no,
wasn't the
that's-
comedy.
yeah,
yo,
It wasn't
you
the comedy
tied
one.
in good. You tied in
Yes.
good because Hitch, you get to see a little breakdown, but in Focus, you get to
Focus?
listen. This is what
You
we're
get
doing.
the- you get
This
the
is
actual
game plan.
points, the
This
dash
is
points that
step
you supposed
1,
to-
2, 3, 4, 5,
Yes.
6, 7, 8,
Facts.
9, 10.
Facts.
Boom. Hey yo, that's a flex. Y'all, we'll be right
That's a
back.
fucking flex.
You are now tuned in to a Flex podcast. You know the vibes.
Bow. Bow. Bow.
It's about to get real interesting, y'all.
Yeah, it's about to get interesting. Okay, so we are back. Definitely back.
Everybody did some push-ups. They relaxed. But y'all, it's about to get interesting.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. We just bust out like
Advertising.
100 piece too.
I got 250 and I ain't messing
Oh,
with
yeah.
them. I'm not messing with them. They're not gonna. My numbers are not their numbers, y'all. Let's just let this
116.
clear. Word.
Yeah.
So,
160, 160, you know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah, that's
crazy, you know what I'm saying?
That's peace.
But yeah, so coming off of male insecurities, I want to talk about the complications of co-parenting from a male's perspective. Very long title.
Oh, you kept it that way? All right.
that was very well.
That
put.
was
My
very
man-
well.
My
I
man
like
said
how
every
you
word
professionally did that.
clear. Woo.
I like that.
I don't like how you said it.
Why,
I
bro?
feel constricted again. Like,
No,
I feel
bro,
like
relax.
actual views over
We
there.
did the push-ups,
I asked
Nigga did my man's dirty, yo.
I asked them something over there. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
okay.
I
No,
was off
let's go.
camera. I definitely
So-
actually meant a question, but
So I'ma just jump straight in this thing
let's
without all
dive in.
the
Let's dive
fuckery,
in.
right?
Pause.
His title was long, but I heard the
Pause.
co-parenting part.
Right.
What
I'll
is
say
that?
it again. The complications of co-parenting from a male's perspective.
So I'm just gonna say, I don't think that.
This is weird. Y'all niggas bad. You can't advertise, nigga. I'm sorry, y'all. Sip. Off sip juice.
Hey, yo,
real
too
quick.
much funny stuff is going on. Y'all. I'm
It's a
not
sip
even
juice.
messing with that. Man. Listen,
What you
I
saying?
like your title, but I just feel like men struggle on a different side, so they're just parenting.
So you're saying it's not co-parenting?
Yeah.
Explain why you feel like that.
How what we live in.
I feel an argument coming up.
Yeah, and I'm kind of just warming my engine up right now. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
the women do more,
Okay.
and they let it be known
They do.
right there in your face, right?
Right.
Men
Women are with the child more. Okay. Okay.
and I was gonna say something else, but I'm gonna just leave that alone. But yes, women are with the children way more. They spend more time, more energy. They're doing way more stuff. You know what I mean? Regardless of the age brackets, we could go through high school, middle school, elementary, pre-K, all
Kids
that. Daycares,
usually
all
cry
that.
for their mother in times of trauma.
You know what I'm
Humans
saying?
do.
Humans.
Mm-hmm.
Humans.
George Floyd, R.I.P.
Mm-hmm.
He
Right.
cried for his mom.
Right.
So in co-parenting, it's almost like the woman, she has a standard or a level that she wants you to meet, and when you don't meet that, and in my brain, I just be saying a man's just parenting at that point. Like he's just, I'm doing the best that I can. You know what I mean? And you'll hear the women get your shit together, do this, do that. You know, on your side when it's you saying like co-parenting, but when the woman is barking at you, it doesn't sound like co-parenting. It just sounds like you just here.
But at some point,
Like
you get the
space.
kids, though, right?
When you get the so now check it out. I've had friends, you know what I mean, and I have friends, you know what I mean, that have had their kids and they're still calling the girl,
Right.
like I need this and she yo
Right.
left them on stuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the bro be like, yo, bro, I'm like, but come on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Regardless if I'm going to help or not, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? We see that a lot of times as well, to where the man is, regardless, the woman does a whole lot more. So a man can't turn around and say too much to the woman, but he always figures out a manipulative way to be like, I'm doing this.
Well, you
I'm
gotta
doing
believe
this.
that somewhere in the world there's niggas men that want to do more, right?
I believe that.
Or
them-
even better, it's men that actually do more.
Right.
So
So
it's
it's
like-
like,
so-
some
so-
exes
hold on,
it's
like-
gotta
hold
be
on.
men that
So it's
Pardon,
like
pardon,
a
pardon,
fu-
pardon.
it's a fulfillment that you got to do as a man.
There are definitely men out there that are up there on that level. Excuse me, that are stepping up there, and then
Stepping up.
That-
There's people that listen. We went through a whole entire couple generations of men or children, I should say, not even just men, of people not having their fathers. So the fact that you even decide to be in your child's life consciously, just like we were used to the habit of people consciously not being there,
Right.
that's a different type of time. You feel what I'm saying? That's what you should be doing automatically. So you corrected that. You feel what I'm saying? With the I feel like the newer generation, a lot of people are in their children's life.
Yeah.
There are still a lot of people that don't do it. You feel what I'm saying?
Definitely.
But I think it's a more conscious thing right now as we move into the future.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
could
like,
agree.
for
See, a lot of my
for
peers
one
trying to be
thing,
involved, male peers, definitely.
for one thing, that's one thing we kind of got settled. You feel what I'm saying? Or we getting it under control. But it's another thing when you're trying, like you said, when it comes to certain women or women or her standards.
That's a word.
It's certain things that even when you are trying, it may not meet that person's
Not to be
standards
funny-
or
not to
whatever
be
it
funny,
is.
y'all, let me
Whoever you chose to lay down
Just
with.
throw
You
this
feel what
out
I'm
here
saying?
real quick. And not
So
to
it's
be-
like you gotta really step into your full manhood to really be a. Think
So now
about
let
the
me say
term.
this.
Think about
Now
the
let
term.
me say this real quick,
It's
really quick.
dad. You
I
feel
just
what
want
I'm
to say
saying?
this to the audience too. Like, I know we be really fucking with words, but I really grew up on hating the word try. And
Bro,
check me.
I've been taught
Check me.
that trying is the thinking about the good shit that you want to do.
Nah,
Actually, listen.
Hold on,
Doing
just let me
doing is a whole different thing
Right.
from trying. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I said it's people that are actually doing it, and then there are
People
people,
that
that
are
are trying.
listen,
Right.
So bro, to try is to. My pops.
He's basically saying trying is like dreaming at this point.
My pops used to be like, "Yo, don't try something. Don't try
Just
something."
do it. That's
He'd be
Nike.
like, he'd be like,
fucking-
he'd be like, because people that try something, they're gonna quit. They're gonna quit. I'm like, word? He's like, yeah. He's like, that's a dangerous word right there.
Bro, that's
You know
why
what I'm saying?
Nike is just do it.
Nah, but I'm on.
I mean, that's subjective. It's like, I can't say that, man. And you could say it's a dangerous word, right? But that's
It
really
is.
from whoever's point of view. There's people that
Bro,
tried and did.
So let me
Every
let
trier
me
is not
hang
a
on to that
quitter.
word for a little
There's
bit.
niggas that
So let
tried
me
to
hang on
fucking
that
climb
word.
a
So
wall
check
and
it.
ended up
So
climbing
check
a
it.
fucking wall,
Who
and
did
now
it?
they climb walls all
It's not
fucking
just a
day.
try.
That's
Those
what
are
birds
trying
do.
to do it.
I
You
did
understand what
it.
I'm saying?
Right.
So
That's
just
that makes it.
I feel like that's a cool sentence for a nigga.
That's why I
to
said
go out.
That's
according
why
to
the
that
word
person's
is
standards.
dangerous, right? Because see, then if you said what?
According
A
to
try-
that person.
no,
And I
you
don't
said
try
a
to take away
try
from all. I'm not trying to take
became
away from none of
a
the
did,
doers.
like, I
either.
did it.
Yeah, you just
So
said
I didn't even try it. I went out there. And
I just did it.
I went
Yeah.
out there and I did it. Versus I tried it. But what happened? Because that's what's coming behind a child. You tried it, but what happened?
But see,
You know,
you could say that, right? But even in doing, everybody doesn't do something perfectly the right way, the
But they
right
did it.
time.
But it's better
They
than
did it.
trying.
It's better.
Stop.
Yes, it is.
Because every time, once you failed, what was that? A failed try. A
So now
failed
check
attempt.
it.
You
So check it.
tried
Hold
to
on.
do something.
Hold on.
But
you
you did it.
tried it.
Hold
So
on.
what?
Let me
You did it.
let me show you a flex. Let me
You
show
may
a
not
flex.
did it perfect.
That's why it's
but you did it.
objective. It's objective to
Let me
me.
show you a flex.
I feel this, and
Let me
I'm
show you
not
a
trying to
flex.
say we should be running around here trying
Yo.
and not doing.
Pertaining to the situation, let me show you a flex.
But I just feel
When
like
you're
give me
co-parenting,
something
right?
better than that.
When you're co-parenting, the woman isn't trying to hear. You heard that? She's not trying to hear. I'm trying. She would rather you do.
Correct.
What the struggle that the male is dealing with on that spectrum is he's constantly, I'm trying.
That's
I'm
what we was
trying.
talking about in the last segment about male insecurities.
Mhm.
It's
I'm
the
trying.
knowledge and the lack thereof.
No, I get saying the word trying, right? And how it sounds and how it comes off, right? But we were talking, I was just attacking a literal point that you said someone made. And I'm like, yo, I understand that, but I need
But I like
more
that.
than that.
I like the
Because
trying and
if
the
we're
doing
going to
thing
go
too,
into
because-
literals,
and even
every
if-
time
bro.
to do, you have to first try. That's it. Did you just get up and walk? Or did you try?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
But you didn't stop.
It doesn't matter.
You didn't stop
For
trying to
you
walk.
to do, first you had to try. So if we take away all the triers, who's getting this shit done? You understand what I'm saying? Who's
People-
getting shit
How many
done?
times you gonna try
people
before you
try-
just finally do something?
All you gotta do is try once, sir. That's how many. That's how many. So take
How
that
many
one.
times
Take
have
that
people
one.
tried
Take
and
that one.
tried and tried?
It don't matter. All you have to do is try once.
Mm-hmm.
All you have to do is try once and then you'll do. You understand?
That's
You
what I
understand?
said about
Before
what you were saying just now.
no baby just. Yo, mom, about to No, them niggas said goo goo gaga mom.
So what do you say to
All of those were tries, attempts.
There have been babies that
speaking.
there are.
Before that
I got
nigga went
you.
like
I
this,
understand what you're
he had to
saying. I ain't
walk.
even
He had
gotta
to.
get deep into it.
He had to try. Because if we're gonna look at it in a literal stance, then that's what it is. In a literal stance, you have to try before you do. Nobody is perfect on this
Right.
planet.
That's why I was saying to you when you was like, if somebody fails when they try.
And I don't want to
And I
take
was
away
like-
from the doers once again,
That's all I
because
was-
you gotta get shit
No,
done.
but that's the people
But-
who do. Like, the people that do are the people that tried and
Hey.
failed, tried and failed, tried and failed. All right, boom, I got it now. You feel what I'm saying? It's only but so many times that
you don't
when-
want to be a trier, but you gotta try at some point.
You
It
have
starts
to
with
try at
trying.
all points.
That's
At
all
all
I'm
points, you
saying.
have to try.
You don't have to be a trier, right? But you have to
I don't
try
like the
at
word.
some point.
Either way it go.
You don't have to like the word, but that's what's happening.
I'm just saying I don't like not the world. The
That's
word.
I
don't
know
like the word.
what you're
Yeah, I
saying.
don't like
That's
the
what's
word.
happening.
But whether
Like,
you're
that's
trying,
what-
listen, whether you're not or you're trying or you doing right, there is a certain level.
That's why I
to
be
that.
saying I be making an effort. That's why I say I make an effort instead of trying.
Let me
That's
show
just
you-
a shortcut of that's literally just that's you in your own brain.
Let me show you a flex.
That's how I look
Let me
at
show you a
that.
flex. If you want to simplify it, there are people that are getting it done. There are people that are trying to get it done.
Right.
And then there are people who need to get it
Who
done.
need to get it
or
done.
There are people who want to get it done. You feel what I'm saying? So when you break it down in simple terms like that,
Making shit happen, waiting for shit to happen, asking what the fuck happened.
We get all
I
of
got you.
those. You want to be a doer. You want to be the
If you
nigga
break it
that's
down
making
simple
shit
like that.
happen.
I got you.
You don't want to be the nigga to keep mentioning how you don't want to be the person keep showing up empty-handed but with excuse.
I got an example.
You understand?
I got an
That's
example.
how they,
example.
that's what they. I'm sorry.
That's
what
your
they look at
definition
us.
of a trier is.
But
I understand
That is why I
Clear as a
was
bell.
saying what I was saying about the co-parenting thing. Like women are constantly co-parenting.
Right.
Men are on.
Just
I
parenting.
understand.
I understand. Why
I
you're saying
understand. Like you have the level of the men that are out here.
that. It seems like
Representing,
It
right,
seems like
and
what
then-
you're saying is like this. It comes to a certain point where automatically, like you said, women take note of, all right, I'm doing a lot of this shit, right?
Yeah.
So on your side as
They're
a man,
doing, and
right?
we just trying.
Right, as a
Not-
man,
not how it,
Right.
as a man,
We're-
right? You're trying to get it done.
You're
but
trying
once
to
you
do-
get it done, once you start to get it done, that's when you got, in my opinion, that's when you got the healthiest relationship
see
for
how-
your
yes.
child.
Hold on.
You know what
I'm
saying?
sorry, Price. I
So
don't want
it's
to
like,
cut you. I
when
want
you're
to smoke
trying-
him real quick. Hold on. I want to smoke him. You see how he just did that? You got to do the try and all of that? Yo,
Right.
when a woman has a child,
She don't
not
wanna hear
trying
that.
nothing.
I
She
understand.
don't
She
want to
just-
hear that because
she
she's
just
already
does.
doing it.
She
I
just
understand
does.
that.
There
Yeah.
wasn't no practice about this thing, no none of that.
But you have to
That's
stop.
why I said we coming off the
So
back
you've never
of
heard a mother say,
people
"I'm out here
leaving.
trying, and this nigga ain't doing shit."
And guess what?
Eventually they get it
And
done,
guess what?
though.
Hold on.
Eventually they get
And
it
for the
done.
mothers,
Stop.
excuse me,
But
Price.
are they not? But
Excuse me.
are they
And
not
the mothers,
trying?
the mothers that
But
are
are they
saying,
not
guess what?
trying?
The mothers that are saying that they're trying, right? There's someone in the air that be like, "Girl, you
I'ma get
better
it done."
check it. You better no." She be like, "You better look again.
She gonna say
you
how
see
much-
what you doing."
That doesn't take away
She be
from
like,
the
"You see what
woman
you-"
who is still trying.
Once she,
it don't matter who's
bro,
in your
you know what?
ear.
You know what happens? You know what happens?
Don't make it
On
seem
this
like
note,
it's not that.
bro,
If you're gonna smoke
bro,
me, you better
honestly,
like me
on
up.
that note right
That's
there,
all I'm
on that
saying.
note, guess what? I feel like the insecurity on the man played
Right.
over so heavily on that woman. She started questioning herself until a light shine on her,
That
and
may
then
be
she
so.
like, "Oh nah, Dad been doing the whole time. Let me read." She checked herself. She's been doing most
So
of
the
the
only
women.
thing you just said to me,
Bro.
you literally just explained the point.
Most
that she
women
had
are
to
not
try
trying. No,
before
no,
she did.
No, most.
That's
no.
not what he just
No, I
explained
did
to
not.
me.
I literally
Yeah.
said
He
someone.
He just didn't explain
but
to
at
me
the
a
same
woman in a
time-
house and this and that, and then
No,
her girl had
someone
to hit
had
her
to
up,
be
and
like,
then
yo,
she
you're
had to
not
wake up
trying
and have the
anything. It's
epiphany
been doing.
and doing.
It seems like y'all arguing the same point, right?
Nah,
it's like-
I was
hold on.
trying to come with the gun.
I got you.
Yeah, I'm here on the hill.
It's not that you're gonna smoke him, right? This is what it is.
Where you
In all
shooting at?
actuality is, in all actuality,
Yo,
I'm that you ain't tell me.
in all
Keep it going,
actuality,
keep
right?
it going.
What they're saying
Right.
is basically this, right? Once a woman comes into the relationship with that child,
Right.
it's automatically different. You
Of
feel what I'm
course.
saying? So it's innate for them to get it done by a certain time period.
And they are, and they do. And they
You
do.
feel what I'm saying?
They do, yeah.
For men, they're because they
Niggas, you know what I mean? Hey, I get around to it.
Hear me out. Because men, for a whole bunch of generations, were not there for their children for whatever reason, whether it be jail, whether it be just leaving consciously, whether it be getting shot, killed, whatever the case may be. Because we go through a lot as black people, right? All right. So now, the fact that people are doing or trying, right? That's a whole nother step from getting it done for a consistent amount of time. And I think that's the argument that y'all really having. It's like somebody who's doing it for a certain amount of time, or somebody who might have tried for a certain amount of time and then got it done. You feel what I'm saying? Or then people that they still trying. They still trying.
And my argument personally was all three things are happening at the same time right now as we speak. That's the only thing. It's not just one thing happening out of the three.
Yes, because you might be getting it done here.
You got the get it
then
done.
You might get it,
You got the tries and you got the A. You better get a fucking idea.
So fellas that's trying out here,
That's
just
it.
keep it calm. You know what I mean? Don't be screaming, barking at them. You know what I'm saying? And
because they go through a lot. They definitely go through a lot.
You gotta keep it focused.
Yeah,
That's
man.
right.
And
You know what I
keep
mean?
it stoic, man. Because she's gonna be with the but you gotta do your job regardless.
That's right.
It is what it is, man.
We out of here, y'all.
And that's a flex, y'all.
It's episode 13.
See you next time.
You are now tuned in to a Flex podcast. You know the vibes.